Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Andrew Rimby. Happy horror spooky season. I am really excited because this is a special first ever watching a movie with you all. So this is ITBR Teaches, our new teaching series of TV, film, Broadway musicals eventually will happen. Um, Anything that I've taught in the classroom, I want to bring to you all, to the public. That's what I love about this podcast. So I'm joined with two really special guests. One, you all know, love, Mary to Pippi. Hi, Mary.
Hi, everyone.
From True Crime and Academia. And my college friend from Kane University. We knew each other 9 to 10 years, 9, 10 years. Lorentz. Hi, Lorentz.
Hey.
So Lorentz is also a horror fanatic. If you are watching us on YouTube, we are on YouTube, everyone. Ivory Tower Boiler Room, or on Patreon. Those who are our members, you're our favorites. Sorry, everyone. If you pay, for $5 to $10 a month, this is $10 a month, to get Mary and I caffeinated, you do hold a little special place in our heart. So we'll play some favorites. And you're going to see we all have a different Scream movie poster. And Lorentz has a Let's Watch Scary Movie shirt. I have the Friends TV show, but with all the serial killers and slasher characters. I guess Chucky's a slasher character. I don't know. We're not doing Chucky today, so that's for another time. Maybe never. Mary is wearing a serial killer shirt.
Of course.
So this is actually Lorentz's idea. I was talking to him and saying, I taught Scary Movie at Stony Brook University in 2020. Not Scary Movie, Scream. I taught Scream. And he's like, why don't we all have everyone watch Scream with us, but provide that analysis, like bring our minds together and bring our expertise, like Lorentz as a horror movie addict, myself teaching Scream and how I taught it, and then Mary as a true crime expert. So that's what we're doing. So Lorentz, this is all your idea. So we all have the movie on and we're muted. We muted it so you all don't hear it. So you can actually watch Scream with us. Maybe you want to like put it low. Maybe you want to put it on mute and listen to us in the background. I don't know, however you want to do it. Maybe you want to listen to us first and then watch Scream. Pause our discussion, watch a little, come back to us. I also want to give a shout out to a podcast called Movies That Made Me Gay. They do this as well. So yeah. So Scream is our movie. It's 1996. And I don't want to talk too much about all of our thoughts about Scream because we have an hour and 50 minutes. I'm sure our thoughts are going to come up, and I'd rather them come up organically. So I'm going to just hit play on the count of 5. We're all going to hit play. Okay. So the three of us, let's make sure that it's on mute. Okay. And then Mary and I are watching on Max. So we do have ad breaks. So you'll hear us say something like ad break, just in case anyone else is watching on Max. And then, Lorentz is going to press pause on his side. Okay. So ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Click play. Okay. So we have the Miramax logo. I also have my captions on too.
Mhm.
And I just love this beginning because when the Dimension logo goes up, you hear all these different horror movie sequences of openings like screams. I didn't realize that. Like you hear all these screams, but we actually aren't seeing the horror movie that our main character, well, we think it's the main character that Drew Barrymore is watching. So yeah, what do you think of this infamous phone call at the beginning?
Halliday presents, in the red corner, the undisputed, undefeated Weed Whacker Guy! Champion of hurling grass and pollen everywhere! And in the blue corner, the challenger, extra strength Halliday! Eye drops that work all day to prevent the release of histamines that cause itchy allergy eyes. And the winner, by knockout, is Halliday! Halliday, bring it on!
were you when you realized you were the son of a president?
I don't think anyone's ever asked me that before.
FX's Love Story. John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette.
I didn't think I could love someone like this until you.
From executive producer Ryan Murphy.
It's not a question of if I want to spend the rest of my life with you. It's if I'm cut out to be Mrs. JFK Jr.
FX's Love Story. John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. Watch now on FX, Hulu, and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers.
No, well, thinking about it now, I would never answer my house phone. But back in the day, it took a part of like our lives. People used to answer the phone and talk on their house phones all the time. Ever since this movie came out, the increase of caller ID went up almost 80% since 1996. Now it's all included in everybody's phones, but because this movie, it changed a lot.
Yeah, yeah. And then, I love when she says, "Oh, they have 900 numbers," like thinking that this guy is a perv who wants her as an escort. Oh my God, this is my favorite. Well, first, do you know where they filmed the movie? Because I just listened to Nev Campbell's interview on a podcast about Scream. Like, I didn't know it was north of San Francisco. They filmed it in Santa Rosa, California.
Okay.
It does give
like
me
it's California.
Yeah, but it's like not the
work.
Southern California feel. So it has like the weather we do in North Jersey, South Jersey, Long Island. It has the fall. And I think that's important with like the way, the swing set, right? Why is the swing going? I've always wanted to know why. Is that the killer who was on the swing set?
I feel like that was kind of like a cinematic nod, like something's like foretelling.
Yeah. And then her playing around with the knives as if she's like in Halloween and is like the killer herself. I mean, when I taught this film, I called it horror meets satire. Like I really wanted it. It did. It really, Wes Craven knew what he was doing because he had done Nightmare on Elm Street in the 80s and all of those movies. So it's tongue in cheek, right? It's making fun of the horror movies. But not like scary movie.
Like a reference towards like Halloween.
Yeah, it's very meta. Okay. Oh, that's right. She's turning on the lights. And a beautiful house, right? I mean, just to talk about the house. I want to live in that house. There's like this pool and the mist is coming off of it.
In all of these movies, I want to know what the parents do to afford such houses like this. Like what career path did you take?
Yeah, wait, the Jiffy Pop. Oh my God, have you ever made Jiffy Pop? A nightmare. I hate making Jiffy Pop.
And it smells. So God only knows what's going on right now. She smelled that all the way down the hallway.
And why isn't she turning it off? Like, did anyone else think, why doesn't she turn the burner off? Like, I know she's distracted. There's some creepy guy on the phone, but look, the steam's coming off the Jiffy Pop. Turn it off.
Just turn it off, move it, whatever, something.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'll gut you like a fish. Oh, that line. And her poor boyfriend.
Poor Steve.
I know. Which is your boyfriend's name? Sorry, not to be a little macabre and scary.
No, I know.
Blonde. Oh, the blondie element. Okay. Yeah. I feel like this is almost the Madonna whore complex in the horror film. Like she's blonde, she's pretty. She has a jock boyfriend. She's the cheerleader. Right. But everyone thought, like, we have our posters up. They were like, Drew Barrymore's in it. Like, she's the big name in this movie. And she is in a long sequence of the movie. I mean, in terms of how much she's in the frame. Like, she's in the movie for 15 minutes. Which, I mean, some people are like, oh, she's never in the movie. But, I mean, that's a long time to be in the movie. Like
especially
that.
If you killed off so quickly like that. Usually they get rid of you pretty quickly and then don't want to see you again. They drag this out, which is nice. Yeah. I mean, not for her, but for us.
Yeah. Again.
Besides,
go. Yeah.
Sorry. No, I think besides her, Wes Craven's pay, I think her pay was top build in the entire, like, between her and the director. They both made like almost similar amounts, which is like unheard of. But Drew Barrymore was like at the top, and she had scheduling conflicts, so that was another reason why she had to reduce her role.
That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Oh, he's big and he plays football and he'll kick the shit out of you. That line. But it's like, it's so interesting because even this opening is so unlike the horror movies before it. Like, I love Halloween's theme song, but we really don't have a Scream theme song. Like, if you think about it, there is no opening credits with all the actors. It just says Scream. Like when you heard all those horror sounds at the beginning of unidentifiable horror movies. Because, right, she's a huge fan. She sees the boyfriend.
And then it's just like the phone call. Like the phone call is the like soundtrack. Almost.
And he knows what's about to happen. I think he definitely knows that he's going to get murdered. But Drew Barrymore is so good in it. I mean, this is one of my favorite opening sequences of a horror movie. Because what is the opening of What's the opening of Halloween? Is it from his point of view as a boy killing his sister? I'm trying to remember.
I thought it was in Halloween when they're just they talk about Halloween night, and then they walk by the house, and that a person lived in that house. It was a very scary house.
Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of the new Halloween is when they actually show the murder of his parents.
Yes, that's the.
Okay. Again, there's nothing playing on the TV. I find that so interesting. Like that.
Look at the TV.
Burning Jiffy Pop and a blue screen. Oh,
the house
he's talking to the babysitters.
Already. The house is gone.
Yeah, she's pretty good at this trivia game, except she doesn't remember the first Friday the 13th, which obviously is.
Which it is a trick question.
It is.
In a way, but it's not.
We should know it. I mean, we should know that it's the mother.
When you're in an element of such like high anxiety, it's everybody thinks of Friday the 13th or Friday the 13th. Jason Voorhees, like that's just
the association.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, and the killer's voice box, like how they change his Ghostface's voice. I find it's actually kind of seductive. Like,
that's
that's
an act. That's like an actual person.
I'll have to find his name as we go along.
Jackson.
Okay. Here's the gutting like a fish, and they didn't lie when they said he'd gut her boyfriend like a fish. Oh no, here it happens. Were you scared when you saw this opening sequence the first time? Because I do remember it was really a change in the genre. I wouldn't say scary, but it was definitely it was a different subversive way of showing a horror movie. Like this opening. I feel like now we're just so used to it. But
this part definitely made it realize like this is going to be a horror movie. Like as soon as you saw Steve's guts flying out, I'm like, no, this is gonna be scary.
Yeah. Or the door he's at. Yes, this part freaks me out when he's like, there are two main doors to your house. Where am I? And it's like, killer. Spoiler alert, there's more than one killer.
Right.
So there's multiple ways the killer could be accessing your door, right? Like that's not the killer in the house who just broke the glass. Okay, the Jiffy Pop has now caused a fire, basically.
It is on fire.
He does not care. Actually, I would have taken the Jiffy Pop now that I'm thinking about it, but you're in a state of fear and use it as the fire to kill use it to kill the killer.
She doesn't have a smoke alarm. That big old house, like I know property insurances would make you have a fire alarm.
That's a good point. Not at any point do we hear a fire alarm.
That is true. Yeah,
she
went outside. That was
to be fair,
good.
that would distract. So I could see why the decision was made, but also I agree. But that's not the only thing I think with this movie that's like unrealistic as well. But it's still wonderful.
Yeah. A fun fact. is Drew Barrymore, the prop master, never turned off one of the phones. So during, I think, one of this scene, she actually calls 911 and they come to like they dispatch on the like where they are.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, the killer's in the fire. Okay, she's crouched down. And then of course we have the parents are coming home. Is she gonna make it? It reminds me of, do you know Sarah Michelle Gellar? I Know What You Did Last Summer. Do you know that sequence of Sarah Michelle Gellar and she's like at the parade and she like is almost through the alleyway? Any of those moments freak me out, like, because they work so well.
Yeah, because you're giving the character or the audience the glimmer of like there's hope.
They're gonna survive. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, no. She's getting stabbed. I think, but what's so masterful about this is she actually finds out the killer's identity.
That's
because she's about to pull the mask off. Yeah.
Even then, I still feel like viewers have some hope still at that point too.
Mm-hmm.
But then at that point, it's like, well, now that she's seen their face, like, of course, now she has to die because they're not just going to let her live. She's seen who it is. At least one of them, for that matter.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that you can actually see the parents. You can see her on the like porch, like through the frame of the camera as the parents are walking in. Yeah. You're right, Mary. There's always like that hope. Like, she's not dead yet. Like, there's still a chance. Is she going to survive? And then no. I mean, but then that they actually keep it going, right? They could have ended with her final stab and they don't. Like, we still see the parents in the house.
Mm-hmm.
That's also unique. Usually it would have like then Scream, the title would have come up again. But
I think the other Screams do have like that's their cutoff, like to the headline, like as soon as like the row.
Because they can hear her on the phone. That's right. Oh my God. And that's so disturbing. So like they actually heard her death.
Getting stabbed. A nod to what is it? Friday the 13th. The Mackenzies, I think, yeah, it's Friday the 13th. They're a family name in that movie as well.
And it's also very When a Stranger Calls, right? Oh my God. And then she sees the mom sees the body. Because I find When a Stranger Calls, the original, to be really scary. Oh my God. And then she's hanging. And then we have the opening sequence. But again, there is no official like title screen. We get right into what, made Neve Campbell a star was Scream. I was just listening to an interview with her on Canadian, because she's Canadian, on Canadian radio. And like she was talking about how it felt like summer camp when they were making this movie, the whole cast. Yeah. And they all were pretty unknown. Like this was Courtney Cox's like major film, David Arquette, Rose McGowan. Right? Except Neve Campbell did say she had just been in The Craft.
Yeah,
that
she had
gothic witch film. I love that movie.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Neve Campbell's father. He is a sweet guy. We don't talk about him a lot, but well, because right, aren't they deep in mourning because of the death? Well, no, her mom had died how long ago?
A year. So I mean,
yeah.
In reality, that's not a lot.
Right?
And Billy is the identity. When you think of a creep boyfriend, you think of Billy Loomis. Like he's creepy from the beginning.
Yeah.
But I'm not surprised he's one of the killers. Like I feel it's set up that way.
I mean, if a guy ever told me that he was thinking of me, like while watching The Exorcist and about our relationship, that's just a huge red flag.
Yeah, that's scary. I would
I
run.
find those red flags. You tell that they can watch The Exorcist and think of me any day.
You're like, you know what movie I really love and get horny and hot to is when I see Michael Myers. I think of you. I'd be like, okay. No, no. When I saw The Nun, you reminded me of The Nun, Possessed. Breaking your underwear rule. Oh, on top of the
Yeah.
clothes. That sounds like
Or at
I
least to
heard in
the
certain
underwear.
religions, like they'll try to just gyrate on top of the clothes and like you're okay to do that. Like you haven't had sex that way. But
Well,
what do I
that's what
know?
this movie, like, as we watch it or dive into the movie, this doesn't really have too many like sexual like undertones. Like they try very hard to keep it at a very appropriate level to not get
Mhm.
like 17 because
Yeah.
you don't need that for true horror. You don't need to sex sells. You
Yeah.
can have the scare element and that be your main focus in a movie. But I like the little nods and the like panaways when would you settle for a PG-13 relationship? Like they keep everything very classy.
Yeah. Well, and Halloween's like that too. Like there is that one character, remember, who she's
The
not
baby.
a virgin, but like yeah, they like role play in the house with a mask and she thinks like it's her boyfriend who's actually going to bed with her, but it's Michael Myers.
Mm-hmm.
Um
You see everything.
oh her
Mm-hmm.
titties. Yeah, yeah. They're on display.
They're there for you to
I
just toggle.
You don't actually like see the nudity element. Yeah. I find though, do
Right.
you think
Like it's
that's
not in the.
changed? Do you think we're getting more sensationalized sex and horror in
Mm,
our
I,
current day? Maybe Saw. I don't know. Is Saw sexy? I don't really watch a lot of Saw movies.
I don't think so sexy.
Okay. I know that they hide the key in the body, but oh, now we're in the high school. Okay. Again, an idyllic high school. It's always idyllic, isn't it? It's like what you think high school would be in
mm-hmm.
movies. It's like, yeah, my high school was enjoyable, but it was never all the groups outside. Like that's where it's California and like they're all hanging out outside. I'm like, where does everyone eat lunch and picnic? Like, I don't know that kind of high school. Mm. But okay. Oh, I love that we get like
Kill.
so many reporters.
Mm-hmm.
Um Woodsboro. Yeah. So Woodsboro is the fictional location. Oh my God, that pantsuit that Gail Weathers is in.
Oh my god.
It's the
That
best.
neon. It's practically neon.
Oh, it's so 90s and I love it. Because I was 4. Yeah.
But
I was 4
iconic
years
for
old. Wait, how old were you? No, you were younger than I was, right? When it came out.
me or Merritt.
No, Lawrence. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I was I was 6 years old when this came out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh my God. And then Rose McGowan's character is like, oh, her insides were on the outside. See, they all know. Like again,
Like,
but how would you know that description?
oh well, Dewey, her brother.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Um, but don't you find like what makes Rose McGowan's character so good is she's so matter of fact about the gore. It's like, yeah, she was just bleeding from the outside. That's how it is. And
Her outsides were hanging out.
yeah, oh,
Her
Rose
insides were
McGowan
hanging
said
out.
that she didn't have brown hair like her natural hair. She had blonde because she knew Nev Campbell was already cast and she wanted a distinction when she did her reading for Wes Craven. So that's how she
Mm.
ended. I love her blonde hair in it.
Mm-hmm. I do too. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like she's just one of those people who can wear any color and look
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, no, I agree. Oh, yeah, Tatum. That's her name.
Mm-hmm.
Where's McGowan's
I always want to
character?
call her Paige.
Oh, Char.
Because charm, exactly. I'm like,
But isn't
no,
it
that's
interesting
not
how
her
many of them
name.
end up in other gothic shows and movies?
Well, this took
Yeah.
off. Skeet Ulrich is doing so many creepy things. Like their careers have just kind of like expanded onto, like, Matthew Lillard is big into like creepy roles.
Well, he was in Scooby-Doo, remember? That wasn't creepy,
Oh
but
yeah,
like he was people really slept on that movie. I loved it.
And I have to say that was the movie that I was introduced to him as. So like watching this after already having seen Scooby Doo, it was soul crushing. I was like, but Shaggy, what are you doing?
Yeah. Oh wait, I love when they're analyzing like who the killer's psychosis, right? And Jamie Kennedy is the movie buff. So like he's like Mary said, there's the moment later when he talks about the rules of horror. Like he's our expert in the genre.
And I just want to say, I sometimes always forget that Jamie Kennedy exists. So initially, when Andrew and I were talking, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's Seth Green." For whatever reason, my brain completely just takes out Jamie Kennedy and inserts Seth Green. Sorry, Jamie Kennedy. I don't mean to do that.
No, Seth Green was in that.
We'll talk about you, Mary.
Wasn't Seth Green in that? He was in that movie. Oh my God, she's too young. No, I thought there was like a nine. You know what I'm talking about.
I know which one. Yeah, hold on.
I'm
gonna find.
There's some like movie where they're always at these like high school parties. Yeah, you'll have to find it, Mary. Oh wait, now Matthew Lillard's character is like, I'm gonna gut you, and now they're using it as a taunt. Okay, because that's really a normal way of speaking. I mean, you try to threaten each other about gutting each other alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
but yeah.
Poor Sydney is just like hearing all of everybody joke about murder, and this is all coming in with like still within a year of her like digressing what happened to her life.
Yeah, the trauma. Yeah, she's traumatized. Yeah, they're not sensitive, these teens around her.
No, not at all.
But again, another beautiful home. I'm like,
wow.
Isn't it interesting though how these teens always live in like upper middle class suburbia? Halloween is in Haddonfield, and here it's Santa Rosa. I mean, I'm sure there's like down on their luck teens in some movies.
Who needs 2 tables?
I know. But yeah, okay, this now does Northern California. The mountains are so beautiful. People are going to be like, you're talking about the movie. Why are you talking about the setting, Andrew? But it's all part of the aesthetic. And I love that she has a balcony. Wow. I want to buy this house.
I know, seriously.
That
probably
house
like 5
was for sale, and I think it sold for $8 million. Like a few years ago.
But I think it's only like 40 minutes from San Francisco, so not
probably
surprised.
Like 20 million now or something.
Yeah. I'm sure, you know what? Someone from Meta or X lives there now.
Yeah. Silicon
Valley's moved up there.
So see how she just like opens the door, you hear like like the undertones, like it's kind of another like foreshadowing, like, oh, opening the door, you hear is it a jump scare when she shuts the door? It was just kind of like I like the direction of how everything was filmed.
Oh yeah. Well, the angle, the cinematography, I think that's what makes this film. Oh, and now we see Sydney's mother, Maureen Prescott, was found raped and murdered not far from this peaceful town square. Yeah, and this is why she really has it out for Gail Weathers, because she associates Gail with the tragedy of her mom. Like Gail was making money off of her mother's death. I think that's what Sydney sees it as. But right, Mary, that's what happens in the true crime. But that's what you do as a true crime commentator. People could see it as a very exploitative business.
Exactly, and it can be, especially in those types of situations. Not to say that that's necessarily what's going on here, but it definitely feels that way, and I can see why Sydney feels that way.
I just saw a photo of the mom, Maureen, and all I have to say is she kind of looks, Matthew Lillard kind of looks like he could be related to the mother. Like, look at it. Everyone, look at the picture of Marine again. It does look like like Matthew Lillard could be Sydney's sibling.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I feel like there is something eventually that happens that makes them
Mm-hmm.
where there could be like a familial connection.
Yeah.
Mm. I'll have to like read up on if they try to like make it look like Marine birthed Matthew Lillard's character. Stu. I have to say his name. His name's Stu. Oh, the video store. Oh, I love when we actually see the video store because I'm so nostalgic for video stores.
Mm-hmm.
There was something to it. Like, yeah, we're streaming now. That's great. But it was different when you actually like had a curated collection and you knew the employees.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe we should bring them back. I think they will come back maybe as like a nostalgic thing.
I do
Possibly.
believe the Blockbuster in Bend or like Oregon is still
Yeah.
around.
It is. Yeah. Well, record players are back. I always loved record players.
Mhm.
It just sounds so different. Okay. Oh, it's right out of a horror movie.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, you are in a horror movie. That's what I love. Like, but I love how, again, I like scary movie and the spoofing, but I like that this is on the edge. Like, it's
Mhm.
not too campy and it's not too serious. It's like scary enough while still being in on a joke. Like, it's
Mhm.
kind of like Grease being in on the 50s nostalgia. Like, it's not too corny. The first scary movie's good. The others, I think, jumped the ship. Um, I'm not Randy. Uh-oh. Who's on the phone?
I like another thing that they keep like mentioning as like we get into other interactions with Ghostface. A lot of people's assumptions are, oh, it must be the movie kid, must be Randy. Like Randy's name is like used when interacting with Ghostface, like
Oh,
a few
Mhm.
times actually.
that's true. Well, because he's the one who would know all these devices, right, Lorentz? And he seems like a good someone to pin it on. But I always find it interesting that in horror movies, it's always like that panning around of your empty yard, like your front yard, your backyard. Instead of like what I feel I would want to do is like hide as like get as close to the ground in the house and like hide under a bed or like get a phone and call the police. But I guess then we wouldn't have all of this anticipation of where's the killer. Hmm.
Plus, like the what is the cat and dog like? Oh, taunting.
Wait, like a
That's
cat and mouse game?
yeah, cat and mouse.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Her challenge, like
Yeah, I love when she picks her nose.
Mhm.
She's like, what am I doing? Okay. Yeah, but she really, you know. Oh, she thought it was her friend until he mentions her mother.
Mhm.
She says, fuck you, you cretin. That's very 90s slang. I don't think I've heard someone. Oh, no, there's Ghostface. But again, you don't think Ghostface would come out that quickly with the main character.
Yeah.
Like, usually that's the last frame of the movie is the killer with the main character. Like Jamie Lee Curtis with Halloween. I guess what were other popular movies that also had a female protagonist? Halloween.
aliens.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking like slasher. Are there other? See, Nightmare on Elm Street, I just put it in its own universe. Like I find that's not a traditional slasher. I know. Carrie, that's not a slasher, but yeah, I'll have to think. We'll have to think, everyone.
Mhm.
Now I feel like there's a lot of When a Stranger Calls. Yeah.
Mhm.
Which I think has the actress from The Princess Bride. Um, she has such a unique voice. Carol Kane.
Away.
Yeah. If you haven't seen When a Stranger Calls, the original, it is just so good. Um. Oh, and there's Billy. Huh.
Oh, Billy.
That's
And he's
normal.
back.
I
That's normal.
if my boyfriend or significant other like popped through my window,
And had a phone in his pocket.
my neighbors would be calling the cops. Like, there's somebody climbing through your window.
Right.
Yeah, climbing
That's another
through a
thing.
window.
No one has neighbors. Like how?
No, they all have like so much space and acres around. Um,
So comfortable.
then-
Just all the windows open. My mom would tell me, "You before you leave, lock all those windows, just in case of
Yeah.
weather, or like any other interferences."
oh my gosh, when Dewey scares her with the mask. But Dewey is the best because he, like, even David Arquette talks about it. The way he played Dewey, like Wes Craven wanted him to be first a meathead jock airhead.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, David Arquette was like, well, I can't be the jock, but I could be a meathead kind of airhead comedian. And I think he does so well with his act. They're all so good. I mean, I think that's what makes us iconic. It's the
Mhm.
acting. Right. These people, they're committed to their parts.
Those
But-
cops got there quick too.
That was
For
quick.
real.
Yeah. Maybe she lives closer to the center of town. Because remember, Drew Barrymore's character apparently lived too far. Lived in a corn maze, is how he's.
No, when they pan to the mom or the parents coming in, like it's just acres and acres of cornfields.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe they're farmers. I don't know. But did you see the most recent Scream?
Adobe Acrobat Studio, your team's home base. Collaborate within a shared PDF space. You've got your docs, your plans, your specs, and then invite the crew to build what's next. They talk up the teamwork. They think that this design could be a contender. And when somebody wonders what's the next step, AI helps you finish the rest. Bolts are tight, now your plan's refined. Run a smoother business when you're all aligned. Do that with Acrobat. Learn more at adobe.com/do that with Acrobat.
I don't know if
I think
Wow.
so. Yeah.
I thought it was good. I heard they're going to do it again, and the pressure is if Nev Campbell is going to be in it or not with the pay, because there's like been a back and forth.
pay her worth.
I know.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, Drew Barrymore's character is Casey. That's right. Okay.
And quick reporters too. Like already
Everyone's on the scene. They must like, and she's in her lime green jumpsuit, pantsuit. She must like always have it on.
I mean, the fact that she's trying to talk to children without an adult, like
Yeah,
she's literally I mean, it gets
Yeah.
worse as this movie progresses, but like she is terrible. Like
Yeah.
literally a liable, like she'd be screwed. She would never be able to even have the scoop because they'd be like, what, how, you did what now?
Oh wait, I have an ad.
this.
Same.
You have an
use
ad.
it.
Okay, we have an ad,
Yeah.
Lorentz.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll let you know when we're back on. But I will say the new Scream is actually going to be the first time it's been directed. I don't know if it's the first horror movie directed by a gay man, but I think it's Scream's first movie directed by a gay man. And I have been joking. I really wanted to start with like a gay bachelor party. Like I feel like because it could be really funny. Like, hello, oh, I love your voice. Are you a stripper coming to the party? Like, I want to be in the opening sequence. I'll do it. I'll die in the beginning. That's okay. I don't care.
The writer of Scream, Kevin Williamson, he identified
Okay.
he's gay.
Okay. I didn't know that. Yeah. I mean, it is such a queer, I feel, iconic film, especially when we get to Rose McGowan and the cat shoot. I feel that scene that's one of my favorite scenes.
That was supposed to be a gay scene.
Yeah. It's very bottom heavy imagery. Okay. So you never know what we're gonna get I love this though, like just seeing what comes up as we watch.
Pop-up video.
Pop-up video, yeah. Wait, who's? Oh, that's his father. I don't know why I don't remember the father of Billy.
Wait,
He's
do you
really
guys,
only in it for 2 seconds.
did you still have the ad?
Oh, no. We're back. We're back. Sorry. Yeah, they're in the police precinct. Um, yeah. Yeah, Billy's with his father. The father's kind of handsome.
Hank? Yeah.
Is that his name? See, I don't even know his name. Um, I didn't kill anybody.
Doing everything by the
Yeah.
book. As the dad there, like
Mm-hmm.
you're
Hmm.
being questioned, you're
Oh
talking
yeah, he
to a
has a
mom.
lawyer on hand. Oh yeah. This guy, Billy's from privilege.
Well,
Mm.
technically, Hank is a lawyer too. The dad
Oh,
was.
there you go. Wow, you must have like slept with Hank or something, Lorentz. You know a lot about this backstory. Personally, I don't even know who Hank is. Okay. Um, that van is so iconic that Gail Weathers is in. And again, she's in the jumpsuit. Do they change her outfit? No, that's right. This is the
I don't
same day.
know.
It's all one day. That's right. It's all one day. So I guess Casey Becker's murder was the night before. Is that our sequence of time?
Mhm.
It happens pretty quickly. Like the days. There's only a few days in this movie.
Yeah.
Sydney look at me and she's like, no,
No,
I'm
I'm
not coming
good.
to look at. And then Tatum in that like clueless skirt. That does look like
I
something
love it.
Alicia Silverstone would wear. I know. We need that fashion again. Instead, the Gen Zers told me that the fashion now is to wear real loose clothes. And I was like, we already went through that in the early 2000s. I'm not wearing loose clothes again. No.
No, and
I
I
have
think
not.
Rose McGowan actually had like everybody follows their wardrobe technician to the book. I think Rose McGowan had stated that she incorporated a lot of her clothes, like those white boots. I think she said that those were her boots.
Mm.
She had a lot of influence on her. Like she, like you said, she wanted to dye her hair, change it from brown to blonde. I think they gave her a lot of creative, like
Freedom.
energy, freedom. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to always finish people's thoughts. I know that's
No,
not always
but
kind.
you were getting it out for me.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're all friends, so we don't take offense by that. Oh, they have a pretty downtown.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I'll have to like look up Santa Rosa. It looks like a nice area. Hmm.
Look at
Road
her.
trip.
Gonna
We could
see-
take the Amtrak, I heard, to San Francisco. It only takes you 3 days.
Oh.
Like fun time on the train. I love trains, but I don't think I could be on a train for a day. I need to like move around.
I do appreciate Gail Weathers,
Yeah.
like motivation, like
Oh yeah.
determining. She was gonna get that story, like
Mhm.
whether
Oh.
it's a 17-year-old without consent, she was gonna get some type
Yeah.
of story.
Oh God, when she punches Gail Weathers.
That was my favorite moment. She deserves it, quite frankly.
And Gail says, "Nice shot, bitch."
I mean, she's fucking harassing teenagers.
And Gail actually
and
loves.
she's
I think-
calling them bitches. Like, she should be in jail.
Yeah. Oh, and then Tatum says, "I'll send you a copy." Bam, bitch.
Super bit.
But I think Gail gets off on it for some reason. She really likes the power play.
Well, they don't like.
Mhm.
They talk about like Gail really was involved a lot with Sydney's moms. There was a trial, and she was interviewing the suspect. Like she involved, like immersed herself in Sydney's life in this court case. Like that was something that we don't really see in Scream. So it's just, it's unfortunate, but like that's kind of like the back history between like Sydney and Gail as well.
Mhm.
Yeah. Up, she's gonna answer the phone again. Yeah. We have the killer calling her at Tatum's house.
Mhm.
I also love how Tatum is like they're very like 1980s girls just want to have fun sleepover clothes. It reminds me of when Pamela Anderson's in Scary Movie. Have you seen
Mhm.
that Scary Movie? And just her
I-
boobs are out. Oh, God. Dewey. Oh, Dewey is so adorable, though.
It just comes out with waving his gun. No big deal.
No, I just want him to cuddle me. He's so cute. Okay.
It terrifies me. Put that gun down.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what we're supposed to be terrified. He'll like
The real
quick hand. He has what do they call those? Not sloppy hands. Like
He's
when you
just
have
like-
loose fingers.
Yeah.
Sticky fingers? No, that's different. Oh gosh.
But like look at Cotton Weir.
Oh, this is the murderer. This was
Look at the hair.
apparently Marine's murderer.
I mean, the guy looks like Billy, like an older Billy.
Mhm. His cellular bill was clean. He didn't make those calls.
I wouldn't even know how to
Interesting.
phone like a phone. That just
Well,
seems
remember you used to
do this. I'm very impressed.
yeah. Well, remember we used to get statements where it would say like who you called that month or that billing period. That was like in the 2000s. But I love how he has the sunglasses. His getup is really nice, Dewey. Always has to go to school in the cop car.
So right here, they don't say it and it's uncredited, but that's Linda Blair from The Exorcist.
Oh, as the reporter.
Mm.
Oh, good knowledge. Good trivia, Lawrence. I like Tatum's outfit there. It's very cheerleader football player. She has
Very,
like a jersey on.
very nod to Johnny Depp in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, I have to watch Nightmare on Elm Street again. Oh, Gail at least is in another. She's in a now red pantsuit. But I do get where Gail's coming from about having to document it as a book. I mean, do you feel like Sydney really should be blaming Gail for making, like, wasn't someone going to profit off of, not even profit, but have to tell the story in book form? I mean,
Yes and no. Not every court case gets turned into a book. Someone has to want to do that.
Yeah.
But in this situation, I think it's a lot different because she is from the same town. It seems like this is supposed to be like a more tight-knit, type of community. So I think for the fact that someone who's in her community is actively not only writing this book about her mother's murder, but also writing it in a way that, reflects technically bad on her mom in some ways.
Then
So
we find out that Gail thinks that Cotton had sex with her mom in like a romantic relationship, that the mom was cheating on her father, which I think, that comes up at the end. We get a lot of accusations in the final scene. And then that cameraman, what's his name? I don't know his name.
Kenny.
Yeah.
Yeah, aggressive fat shaming that Gail
Yes.
there's like,
No.
This guy's working for you. This guy is like following you with the camera. Like, maybe be a little kinder.
Yeah.
She was
And I don't
ruthless.
even Yeah,
And she
I don't
just
even think
slapped
he
him.
works for her. Like I think he works for the news station just like she does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's union, and she's just the talent face reporter, smut
Yeah.
reporter, whatever. Like,
No, that's her golfer. That's her personal assistant. The way that it seems she
Mhm.
treats him. Oh, and then there's a ghost face running around in the school. That's a real class act.
Bound to happen.
But I think what's so smart in even having someone mock Ghostface and his costume is like already anticipating that it's going to be the #1 Halloween costume in America. Like they already treat it as a costume in the movie. Like you don't see the serial killer elevated to that level like as a materialistic consumer object in horror movies. Like before this.
Mhm.
Yeah, just so many smart decisions in this movie. Wes Craven was, he died in 2015, but just an incredible director and
Mhm.
creator. I love when Billy says this to her. Um,
Oh my god, I want to punch him in the face.
So cringy.
yeah. Like he's trying to guilt trip her into having sex. And he's
Mhm.
like, why are you so upset and traumatized? Get over it. Like, don't worry about a killer
Get
in your
over
house.
mom's death.
Yeah.
Let's go have sex.
Yeah, but now, like when you know, I mean, I think everyone who's watching this, it's okay if we spoil it, but when you know that he's one of the killers and this is his way of conversing with her, like then you have
Mhm.
to think about how is he getting turned on by this? Like this is extremely his mental unraveling and derangement mixed with horniness. It's a real
Mhm.
it shows the side of how psychopathic he is, you know? I mean, the way that Skeet plays it in his eyes, like you said, Lorentz, his eyes, he looks really unhinged.
There's nothing there.
Wait, you thieving, whoring generation.
I know. He's
That's what the
insane in
principal
this
says.
one. Like he's another one, like straight to jail. Like you're threatening students. You're threatening them with
As a
scissors now. Like
principal.
what?
Like
Yeah.
puts the scissors up against like their chest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would have been on the phone with like the school board. Like, what is this guy doing? He's got the key
Looks
to
like he's
the
about to slash them.
Right.
He's threatening to hang them from a tree. They are
Straight to
very
jail.
handsome guys who were in the Ghostface costume. They did a good job with the handsomeness in this movie. Oh my god.
the bathroom
They
scene.
definitely need a
Mhm.
renovation in this high school. Even though the high school's beautiful on the outside, I guess they don't care about the bathroom.
I feel like
Uh,
my school bathroom looked like that. Still looks
I
like
don't
it.
know.
Mhm.
I don't remember. Oh,
Imagine there was like somebody like it's like that person like, can I get in there?
yeah. Oh, and now they're okay, so they're questioning um whether Sydney is actually
If
the
she didn't watch
killer or imagine like if she's, you know, um framing people. Well, that's what I like about I have to say one of my favorite Scream sequels is the Emma Roberts one. I thought
Scream
that was a which one is it?
Scream 4.
4. Yeah, yeah. I thought that worked really well. I am watching the new American Horror Story. It's interesting. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I'm
Mhm.
like not that far enough. I need more. Are you seeing it, Mary?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Lorenz, have you seen Delicate yet?
I have not, but
Okay.
I'm going to. I just a lot of shows. I just finished how the rise and fall of the House of Usher,
Mm.
and that was amazing.
Wait. Oh, well, I'm going to cover it on the podcast. So thanks for that teaser. I'm bringing on 2 American Gothic scholars, and we're going to talk all about it and what they do with Poe. Okay. We're hearing noises. Um, she's convinced that Ghostface is in the bathroom, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Is
I
that what
hear like with the air conditioner, like
yeah. Yeah, is someone there? Anytime they ask that in a horror movie, like that's not a good.
No one's
That's
gonna
when you
answer
should
you either.
no. That's when you should run outside the door, like leave.
actually, like I
Yeah.
said, this bathroom is pretty clean compared to there was definitely a lot of writing in my high school bathroom, like little hearts like Ken and Michelle forever, and like there I
Mm.
don't they must they must paint over this must have been a freshly painted bathroom.
Oh,
Mhm.
there's Ghostface again. So now this is the second time she's come in contact with Ghostface.
Mhm.
The first was in her house. Now it's in the school.
Well,
Again,
this
what's the common denominator? Who's always around when she's attacked by Ghostface?
The bathroom scene, it's kind of what is it called when like a group, the collective group, or like the fan base, like we think that is not a killer. That was just, you know how like the kids were all running around the hallways like screaming, wearing Ghostface, like this is not a killer. The like he didn't have any knives, and the person didn't have any knives in his hands. It was bare hands. So we kind of think that was like an unrelated incident provoking like Sydney.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. She's gonna demographic study between men 11 to 24. What was the study? Wait.
Her like popularity.
Oh, that men between 11 to 24 are most attracted to her. Oh.
What's creepy though is
interesting.
Then, like, she says that he looks like he's 12 except for his upper torso area.
So
I hope his lower torso area has gone past puberty. Interesting. I wonder what's to that. Again, these are times, but this is also when I like looking back, right? This is 27 years since Scream.
My God.
Yeah. But I do feel like there were chances taken there that now movies are so censored. Like things are so, I hate to say politically correct because it's used overboard by the religious right, but I do feel like there's certain chances that aren't taken. Except Talk to Me. I keep saying to everyone that was one of the most scary films I've seen in years. And Midsommar.
Yeah.
Freaked me out.
Mary, I have a question. So you've covered like true crime pod, and I'm sure you know that this is based off of like a real life like killer that happened. This is like very similar to what that town was kind of like going through, or I don't know if you know too much. I only know that it is based off of a real incident that kind of was messed up on what happened to those teens, but I think like the town didn't know anything and they were freaking out. The whole college shut down. Like, I don't know if anymore, or if you could provide any insight to that, but
yeah, Mary knows a lot. So yeah, Mary, this is a good chance because this is kind of like, as we're watching this scene, it's kind of, I don't want to say filler, but like we're gearing up for the house party. So yeah, what was behind the real life inspiration?
Yeah, so the real killer was known
we have an ad
in the summer.
Lorentz.
Okay, yeah. So perfect time. Here's an ad. So in the summer of 1990, there was a serial killer who was given the moniker of the Gainesville Ripper. His real name was Daniel Rolling. He was born in 1954 and was killed by lethal injection in 2006. He brutally murdered 5 college students in their dorms. People had no clue that they were happening. And, you know, what he did was he posed their bodies after the fact. So not only kind of like in the beginning part where they drag her and hang her, how Steve's kind of in the chair in the back.
Yeah, we're back, Lorentz.
There's that kind of connection there. He was eventually captured and arrested on September 8th. But interestingly enough, he was actually obsessed with Rambo. Which I just thought was an interesting tidbit about this killer. But
wait, where was Danny Rollins? Like what state?
Florida.
Okay. I wonder why maybe Florida was not attractive to the film crew. I guess it depends where in Florida.
Yeah, I mean they're also de-aged,
right, or something.
Too.
They held him too. The actual killer, they held him in like the jail cells for a few days to see if the acts would still happen. Like, I don't think that's like a normal...
Oh my God, wait. How about the janitor in the Freddy Krueger outfit? I just noticed that. Okay.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's Wes Craven in
Oh, that is
the.
Wes Craven as the
Mm.
janitor. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
But yeah, no, Florida didn't know what to do, and I think it was like a not Pondong town, but it wasn't as a suburban
Mhm.
Mhm.
metropolitan area. I think they didn't know what to do, so they kept him in the jail cell to see if the murders would still happen, and that's kind of how I believe that's how they found that it was like him.
Yeah.
I think it was actually because they arrested someone else for the murders.
Yep.
And I think that's what that was.
Mr. Himbry is going to die.
He deserves it.
I just love though that it's Henry Winkler from
I
Happy
know.
Days. Like it's a great casting choice. Oh my God.
That's a
And then that you
beautiful
can see
shot.
yes, in his eyes, you can see the mask. Okay. We're going to take a pause here, everyone. So pause. School's out for the summer is playing.
Yeah.
We get a big transition into, I think we leave the school permanently now in the movie, right? This is kind of like our end of Act 1. The school is end of Act 1, and then we get into the house party. It's like all of Act 2. Um, okay. So, Mary, anything else you want to say before we leave for our Patreon to cover the rest of the movie about like what Lorentz is talking about from the Danny Rollins case? Well, first, you covered it on the podcast.
Yes, there are episodes part 1, 2, and 3. They're already up. It's just if you look up the Gainesville Ripper series, you'll find them.
Yeah. Oh, Gainesville. Okay. Yeah, that is kind of like more of a rural or less populated area of Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, what are our thoughts so far about halfway through the movie? Like, as you're rewatching, is there anything that you're seeing anew from watching together?
I mean, I know that like rewatching it, you see the difference in. So they didn't have the licensing to do the mask yet, and so you'll see different variations of the mask. So the mask that we saw with Henry Winkler, that's a mask that the production team just made up because they didn't have the to use the actual like ghost face, or I think the name is Father of Death.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think wasn't it a mask that already existed at a costume store?
Yes.
Or
thought.
Father of Death.
okay, it was just generic. Okay.
Yeah. But now Paramount or Mir, whatever these production companies are called these days because of the whole crazy Weinstein stuff, whatever the company now owns the rights, I believe, to the Ghostface like mask. Like
Oh wait, so on Instagram, I had some people because of our recording, I asked what your favorite horror movie was. So I think I did get some responses and I'm gonna read them. Let me see here. Okay, so Matt said Halloween, which yeah, well, I was gonna say, what are your before we go into the Patreon and leave all of you lovely listeners on our podcast platforms, what is your favorite horror movie, Mary?
I don't know. I feel like mine's Halloween too. It's such a classic.
Yeah. How about you, Lorentz?
I like Halloween as well. Mary, what made you like Halloween? Like what was
I mean, I hated the whole like she's a virgin, so that's why she survives. But I appreciated like like I just liked her character, like Jamie Lee Curtis's character, Laurie. I don't know. It had like a pro female, like because I mean she's a final girl, right? So, you know, she's got that energy to it. So it's like, okay, yeah, this girl technically you could beat this dude if you had to, like she did. You know, she does it. So.
Yeah. I feel like if I had to do a slasher, again, I'm so, both of you know me so well. I'm like so analytic when it comes to these genres. I guess I don't even know if I consider Scream a horror movie. I think I consider it more a horror thriller
Mm-hmm.
that
Come.
like a, like if I had to do a slasher, I would say Halloween. But if I had to do like a psychological thriller, I would say The Sixth Sense. And then
Okay.
I would consider this like the satire realm of horror. So this is definitely the top. Like I feel Scream is the most cutting edge horror movie as a
Mhm.
genre. Like, and another one that I really need to watch again is Poltergeist. I remember I was really freaked out with Poltergeist, but I haven't seen it in a long time. Um, but I do have to rewatch The Exorcist. And for all of you out there, we're all going to be back again talking about The Exorcist, the new one, which I am seeing soon. So I can't wait. But yeah, I don't know, Lorentz, is Scream up there as like your top five if you had to do
Scream
a top five?
is right there is number one in my everyday movie. I mean, I can have it playing while I'm at work and just like in the
Yeah.
background. I don't know if that makes, like we were talking about earlier, like, oh, I was watching The Exorcist and like, I don't know if I'm telling, like the tell is too much for anybody, but I mean, Scream is one of my favorite movies of all time. Like
Yeah.
it's there. Like
Yeah.
I want to get a tattoo on my arm. Like everything about this movie,
I love
like
it.
it put fear in my eyes. I was 6 years old when my cousins, like, I remember it was Christmas. Um, we went into my aunt's like living room and they put on Scream. My mom's like, "Oh yeah, you can go and watch it." I'm 6 years old. Had no idea what. I've never seen a horror movie in my life. First 15 minutes, I just watched Drew Barrymore get brutally butchered. Icon Drew Barrymore. I'm like, I'm like, did they just kill her on real TV? Didn't know that was fake.
Well, you know how so I saw it when I was, I think, in middle school. I would watch all up until high school. I would watch the AMC Horror Fest. Do you remember when AMC, like, they still do it, but they would just have all the horror movies playing every night?
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah.
but they were censored versions, I remember. Like they were made for TV. Um,
Like the ones
but I'm
Billy
looking, they
Loomis
still
hates.
do like all the Nightmare on Elm Streets. Again, Nightmare on Elm Street, I have to rewatch because you know what it is for Nightmare on Elm Street? Now that I find campy because, and I think it's supposed to be campy, but I never was scared because I'm like, they're not dead, they're dreaming. It's like very as if they're in purgatory. Like I don't know what's happening a lot of the times. It's kind of like Candyman. I'm not into the Gremlins. That's the only one I don't like. I'm like, okay, I'm not that freaked out.
So cute.
And Chucky is
They're
funny,
so cute.
but Chucky's just that little doll is.
Chucky's
Oh my god,
franchise.
they should have a Barbie Chucky movie.
Oh my
Barbie and Chucky meet each other. I think that would work. Or Final Destination. I remember the one with the roller coaster. I
the
forgot
third
which one. Okay. So you know.
with
But I
Elizabeth
thought that
and-
one was pretty good. House of Wax with Paris Hilton. I
Mm.
remember watching that. But yeah, Poltergeist. There's a few I have to maybe we'll have to do like Poltergeist in the winter.
Mm.
And as we're watching this, everyone, I have to say this is like the best timing because like as we started it, the sun was like going down, and then now we're in our pitch black fall, which like
We're-
at least I feel energized because usually I was like the last day I had to like just sleep. I don't know what I always feel nocturnal. Like it always takes me a day to get into the darkness where I'm just like so exhausted. I don't know if you feel that way, but
I'm always in darkness. Now I feel like this.
yeah. Well, you're just Dracula, so okay. So for everyone out there, we are going on to our Patreon. We're gonna watch the last, it's like 40 minutes, 50 minutes of the movie. And thank you all for joining us.